If you put me 6 years back, 7 years back, and then I'm listening to somebody telling me something like this, right? I would not miss it for anything. I feel like most of you have slept on your own opportunities. I feel like most of you have slept on that thing that will level you up to the next thing. Somebody said, are you in Ghana now? No, I'm in Dubai. I'm still in Dubai. I'm just in my room in Dubai, right? You can see, literally in my office, by the way, not even in my room, like my office, right, with the whole lightning and everything. You can see my computers there. I'll show you guys that as well. But yeah, still in Dubai. I'm saying that if I was you, I promise you, I would not miss this boot camp for anything. For anything. See, sometimes, right, there's that point where I just stay away from like teaching in the trading community. You realize that I barely even like come on to shoot YouTube videos. You know, I barely come on Instagram live, and I used to like come back and then show you guys and, you know, analyze the market. And because it gets to that point where like you're just comfortable, you know, like you're just okay. Like, look at what I just did with the market this morning. That money can take me traveling, going on vacation, shopping, chilling with the family, and I'd not necessarily need to like, you know, teach anybody that thing or necessarily do anything. And I've stayed away from publicly teaching. It's getting to a good 3 years now. Like the last time that I organized, you know, those times we used to organize the sniper entry sessions, right? And then we used to have like guys jumping on, and suddenly it got to a point I'm like, no, I stopped. Do you know why I stopped? I stopped because for any strategy, the more you publicize it, the more weaker the efficiency or accuracy of that strategy becomes, right? Look at the guys that used to just make noise about SMC, ICT. Who talks about those things anymore? Because it became too oversaturated. The market started, you know, understanding that pattern, and they're not really sinking in line with that pattern. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, right? Like everybody that was literally just trading SMC, just trading ICT, every platform you go, every forum. Like, you think the market is made for you to just like make that money easily like that? No. You know, that's why sometimes like you hear me just keep quiet about the good strategy, the online course and everything, because I'm still actively in the market. You know, from time to time I come in, I want to play on them. I want my strategies to last for a formidable years, for a long time. So once in a while, my gracious self says that, okay, as part of a CRS, right, which is corporate social, CSR, right, corporate social responsibility, as part of like the good part of me, like, you know, just teach a bit of like dedicated people in the community, right? And that's how come we teach you. So that's how come we have organized this. And the thing is that this is only for 50 people. This session is only for 50 people, right? And already a lot of people are already jumping in, and I kind of feel sad that some people that I've known, that have been following me, you know, over a long period of time, and have not made any form of real commitment to like want to go a step further, take a step further in their own decision, would miss out on opportunity like this. That I know that like teaching is not a thing that I find fancy again or I find interesting again. So this time that I said, okay, fine, I want to like, you know, perhaps give back again in terms of like knowledge, and then it'll probably take another God knows how many months before I or how many years before I make that decision again. I really want people to, especially the most serious ones, if you're not serious, you're not invited in that club, to take that risk. Take that risk to your profitability, and I can guarantee you this will be like the most mind-blowing decision you ever take. Like, it's going to be so packed with things, realistic things, not just theoretical things that you're just going to finish learning and then wondering that how do I find this trade, what do I do next, where does the formula, you know, there are certain times people go in certain forums, people go in certain trading sessions or certain communities, they finish learning the formula and then, or the strategy, suddenly they're asking themselves that, so where do I start from, how do I start? Tell me if you've had that experience before, where you go into, like, you get some trading course, you are listening for hours, you finish, and then you are now faced with a real market scenario, real market situation, and then you say, okay, trade now, and then you're just there. You don't know what to do, you don't know where to start from. Yeah, because the lessons are not coherent enough. The lessons are not practical to the market enough. Right? People are asking, like, how do I sign up, or how much is the class? The class is $299. It's probably expensive for a few people, not quite expensive for a lot of people as well, I know, but it would be the best investment you'd ever make. You see that if I come on live to talk about something, then it means that that thing is important for me, and then it also means that I want genuine people who are really ready, because we're going to carry those people along. We're going to mentor them. We're going to give you tools, some things that you didn't even assume that they exist, right? The things that have made Rick who he is, the things that have made Common who he is, the things that have made the people in the inner circle who they are. You're going to have it. You're going to have those tools. You're going to have literally everything as a pack, and not only coming from my camp, that of the twins as well. Whatever we put together, we're serving it, right? What you have to do to get access on the Telegram community, you have to be in there. You're just going to see Almighty Formula, right? Just click on that Almighty Formula account, and then just type subscribe. You have to, if you're serious. I'm promising you guys. I am talking from, see, like, what would 299 do for me at this point in my life? Like, look at this, right? Sometimes people are confused about the passion that I used to talk about certain things, because they're like, but Kojo, you have money, or you have. I do, but, like, I just love helping people. Do you see that? Made this and pulled out a little bit from it. Pulled up just a little. I've just been pulling. I showed you guys some of the withdrawals that I was making already. Right? Then I'm like, okay, it's okay. I'm chilled. No more risking. I was with Rick on a call, and then Rick was saying, bro, you gotta just chill with this. No, the 2999 is for one-on-one. The 2999 is for one-on-one. Maybe you don't want to join the group. You want to have a special session with us, and then you're well to do, right? Then you say, okay, I want just my own attention alone. I want to just be talking to Kojo alone. I want, like, a physical presence with him. If you're in Dubai, we can do a meetup. If you're in any country, you feel like you have what it takes to fly over, why not come? We're going to chill with the big boys. That's the 2999. But the 299, the one with just only the 2 nines, right? That's almost the 300. That is the group course, and that one is the one that is limited to only 50 people, right? And then once you what's this person saying? I don't know. Once you're able to just get in that circle, oh God. I'm promising you 1 month, right? Your VIP is how much? I don't know. You can just go and check on the Telegram. We're not talking about the VIP here now, right? We're talking about the almighty formula, right? So go take action now. I said there's so much. Let me tell you guys these things when I started really becoming profitable in trading. So when I started really seeing profitability and making money in trading, right, I decided that I was going to make my trading strategy future proof, right? Future proof in the sense that I knew there was going to be a point in time where a lot of traders are going to come flood in, and then once they do that, liquidity is going to change on us. I knew that there was going to be a change in regimes, change in presidency, change in global market flows, right? So what I did, I kind of broke down my trading strategy into levels. I broke them down into 5 levels. Currently I'm on the 3rd one, right? There's the 4th one, and then there's the 5th one, right? Now, for those that are joining this session, they're getting all the 5 levels at once, right? In the sense that there are certain tools when I'm trading, I don't watch them, right? I don't watch them because it's like, that's like when things become worse and difficult and I need to like still make a trade setup, then I just go and add all of those things. But when things are just normal, or I just need to watch my highs, my lows, check my confirmations, 1 or 2 things, and then boom, take a trade, But there are certain times we go beyond that thing, right? I watched one very influential trader's tweet, and then he said something like, if you give him even $10,000, $20,000 or whatever, he's never going to teach or his strategy. I think that was probably not the way he wanted to communicate. He probably meant that it'll take a while for him to like show all his guns, right? Sometimes people think that, okay, this is all he got, this is the end. No, never assume that any trader that that have had some level of significant and continuous success has literally brought out all their cards, right? Remember that Donald Trump and Zelensky's video. He says what? We have the cards now. You don't have the card. We have the card, right? So in trading, there's levels of cards that we hold, right? So just the fact that you have seen this card, don't get deceived that you've seen it all, right? So go take action now. I have 300. Can I join VIP? I'd rather this person, rather than joining the VIP, join the almighty formula. I'm telling you. You see, because obviously when you join the almighty formula, you have access to the VIP for a lifetime, by the way. That's something that we didn't add when you join, because obviously at that point you know it all. So see, that session is there's supposed to be a big difference between like those people that take that risk to join that session and then the rest of the people that just think it's just another casual training session again. And then what I'm going to personally do, those people are going to be branded on social media that everybody would know them, so that when they start putting their results out there, you're going to know that, oh, this person was part of this last group that did this session. And then after Kojo's session, things have just changed for that person. After the twin session, Kojo, Tapelo and Eames session that guy joined, things have changed. And I'm going to be tagging them all the time, so that you will see that, okay, this is this person's level. Now this is this person's level. And it's all going to be in just 1 month. Just 1 month, right? Somebody say, can you do a 50 to 500 challenge so we can afford the boot camp? I think I have TP and Eames doing that now. I don't know if it was if it's currently $100 to $1,000 or so. So you can follow them and then follow that as well. For me, like, it's just like too much of a drag and sometimes a little bit boring for me to do those type of things, even though like I used to know me as what a sage. Do you know what sage means? I came up with the name sage. And then sage generally is an English word, right, which means like somebody that has authority and skills in anything. But for me, sage also meant small account. What? Hey, I've forgotten what it means. Small account growing expert. Yes. You understand? so like a lot of people used to call me sage and they didn't really remember what it meant. But yes, that was when I used to do like all of those YouTube challenges, and I'll grow $100 to $500 to this, and that was like a nickname that we coined along the line. But I think it's just been such a long time that I did such a challenge. But yeah, it'll be good for you to somehow get yourself involved in some challenges to raise capital. However you want to raise capital at this point, it really doesn't matter. All that matters is that find yourself in that group. There are 650 of you here. Out of the 650 of you, there's only 50 that can make it in that group. And if you make it in that group, Is Almighty Formula a lifetime VIP? A lifetime. You get a lifetime access because for you have taken a step in risk that so many other people don't want to. So you deserve a lifetime access. And everybody is here watching it live and then listening to me live. I said that for anybody, like I said, it's not just going to be just another bootcamp. It's like me wholeheartedly saying it's been a while. You know, if you watch Im's Instagram story, he said something, and even me, right, I felt it, right? Even me, I felt it. Let me just quickly go on his page and then show you guys what I'm talking about right now, right? I really felt it when he passed that message. And if you do not feel it, then I don't think that you're really in this industry, you know?